single day, I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Hello, welcome to Tomorrow again. Please thumbs up this video, share this video as much as you can, and subscribe to this channel if you find that it's something that you might be interested in. And make sure you turn on your post notification, you guys. Just click that bell or hit that bell until that little thing pops up to let you know that you've turned it on. So every time that I upload a video, you will be notified. I want to talk to you guys today, and by the way, this is going to be the last video that I make this year regarding missing persons. But 2020, unfortunately, I'll need to do it again. There'll be many missing persons to cover, to look for, and I really hope that there's no one that will be missing in 2020. But unfortunately, that's not going to be the case. But to lessen the amount, people, please make sure that you are letting someone know where you're going at all times. And if you live by yourself or you're going somewhere you don't want anybody to know, just jot down a note and pin it on your pillow. Where you're going, the exact location, who you're going to see, the time you left. Leave those details behind, and then when you come back home safe and sound, just pick the note back up or the card back up and throw it away. But if something happens that you end up missing, just doing that, I think, will give people a heads up of what's going on with you if unfortunately you become missing. So try that, whether you're a man or a woman. Make sure you are letting someone know where you're going. There's just too many people coming up missing. It's really, really disheartening. It's terrifying. The first person I want to talk to you guys today is Nahendra Davis. Someone sent me a message on Instagram asking if I could get any vibrations or did I have any feelings as to where she might be. And she's been missing for about a year, probably exactly a year. She went missing December 27th on her 35th birthday. Nahendra lives in or near Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And she dropped her 2 children off over her mother's house. At least this is the way I understand the story, the sequence of events from just Googling her name. She's been missing for about a year. No idea where she is. Well, I did get some feelings about this. I Googled where she was last seen. I've got some cards here, some notes. I Googled Scenic Highway and 72nd Avenue. That is in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I Googled that and it gave me like a little screen thing and I could click on it and see that street where her car was found. I feel like she's not too far from that area. I get strong vibrations of animals and I'm not, to be honest with you, I'm not sure why. That's the first thing I got, and I tried to dismiss it because to me that was very broad, animals. But I was shown an animal in the back seat barking. I don't know if that was a police dog in the car. I don't know what that was, but I did get a sense of something in the back seat, maybe a dog, some sort of animal. And then once I saw that, it wouldn't go away. I kept seeing animals. And I feel like she was showing me this. I kept looking at her picture and I kept wanting her to tell me, where are you? What's going on? And then I began to see a brick building that looked like a bank. And on that same street near where she has spent a lot of time is something to do with animals again. And at least 2 churches. One of the churches is white. The color of the church is white. And I asked Nahendra for confirmation that I was connecting with her or with her spirit, not necessarily saying that she is no longer living. That's not what I mean. When I say spirit, I mean her energy. And I believe that energy can be left behind even after we pass on. And I believe energy can be left behind in a particular area even while we're still living. Those are my personal beliefs. So her energy showed me this, showed me a bank that's made out of brick, at least 2 churches, maybe a third. One of the churches has is white in color, and there's animals near there. And then I just kind of started literally sniffing around in my mind's eye, and I could smell fish or even a landfill area, and I felt dampness. Well, I've been to Baton Rouge, Louisiana several times, so I kind of know. As a matter of fact, both times I went, it was around Christmas time. So each time there was dampness in the air. I could feel it. And in my mind's eye, I could feel it again. I also felt like I was stepping down from somewhere and the soil was very moist and cold. And I could sense that I was near water, although I didn't see water. I could just feel that there was water nearby. So as I stepped downward, I began to look up. And I saw lots of trees that are different heights, and I looked to the left. I didn't even look to the right or behind me. I just automatically looked to the left. Now, as far as this young woman is concerned, please do not write her off because you never know. I'm inserting her picture and information where you can call the police department if you have any information about her. Somebody knows. At least 2 people know where she is. Just, for a moment, put yourself in her mother's position or her children's position and not knowing where their mother is and not knowing where her daughter is. Put yourself just for a second in their position. And even though you can't always take back the days that we've lived, we can't take back the actions that we've done. And sometimes remorse can be shown in many ways, or regret can be shown in many, many ways. And when I use this terminology, I'm not assuming anything. I just know that someone, at least 2 people, know where she is. And if you could somehow let someone know, even if you, I don't know, some kind of way, let someone know what's going on. So yeah, that is all that I sense with Nahendra Davis. And there's someone else missing, 2 more people. They are brother and sister, and their names are, and I'll put their pictures up here. This story, you guys, is really confusing. And if I mess this up, I'm sorry. I invite you all to Google this and read the details and see if you can follow it. There's lots of people who have come up dead around. Okay, sorry about that. My video cut off. I'm not even sure where I left off, but I was talking about Joshua Vallow and Tylee Ryan, their brother and sister that were last seen in Idaho. And this case has went, and I'll put it up here where they live. I can't remember right off the top of my head what the name of the town is, but it's a very small town, and I'll put the name up here where they were last seen. The police have followed up on leads that the mother has given them, but they've turned out to be not true. And not saying that the mother is suspect of anything, but how the story goes. And once again, if you Google it, you'll see what I mean. There's lots of layers to this. It's very, very confusing. I believe both of these people, not the children, but both of these adults, the parents, both lost their ex-spouse. Their ex-spouse or the current spouse were killed recently or died under suspicious origins recently. So like I said, I don't want to get into that too much because that just boggles my mind. This story is unbelievable. So just concentrating on the children. Where are they? I didn't get a lot. The one thing that I got, and I've been trying to figure this case out for a couple of days, probably even longer. What I keep getting is that this brother and this sister are close together. As a matter of fact, I keep seeing their arms locked together. Like if you were skipping along and you were holding on to the other person's arm, that kind of image keeps coming to my mind. I also see, and by the way, the parent of these children and her current husband are affiliated with some sort of religious group that some people look at as somewhat of a cult. It isn't Latter-day Saints, but it's akin to that in the sense that they're using certain language to describe their church. Once again, I'm not saying it's the Mormon church, but somehow it's this particular church, and I'll put the name up here, is looked at as to some people as some type of a cult or extremist type group. But most importantly, if you see these kids or you've seen them, I know this is a big world that we live in, but someone knows where these kids are. And this girl, this 17-year-old girl, she has told someone something. I'm positive. She was complaining about something to her relatives or her schoolmates, someone like that. And if you guys are somehow watching this video, think about what she's been saying all along, and that might give a clue as to her whereabouts. I didn't get a lot psychically. Other than the two of them, it feels to me like they're together. And I don't like the sound of this at all. They've been missing since September. So hopefully someone has seen them, and even more, hopefully they are found alive and well. All three of these missing people that I've shown today, I hope are found alive and well, because you just never know. Okay, so I'm gonna make a couple of videos before this year's out. We only have like a day or two, but I'm gonna do some predictions for 2020 and a little bit of predicting for your personal horoscope. So this is tomorrow again. Take care of yourselves, you guys. I'm wishing you the best of the best. Thank you.